What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another video today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about OTS Pack 11, which is legal today. The ultimate rares included in the OTS Pack, and the values currently on eBay. TCG Play don't have the listings yet. Then we're going to talk about Fist of the Gadgets and the already obscure, relevant price points of some of the cards that have to do with the set, but not in the set, or some are in the set, but this is not a rarity. And of course, Rokket Revolt and the inevitable Dragon Split deck that we're going to be having legal. For a lot of players going to the UDS this weekend, including myself, by the way, Dragon Split is definitely going to be a deck you're going to want to contend with. And these cards listed in today's Market Watch is going to have to do with them. Unfortunately, not have to do with the current high price points of cards like Dingy used to. You see, every time a new OTS pack comes out, the values go insanely high. I mean, TCG Play has not listed their values, but look at Dingyusu's value, Arcus of the Evening Star Ultimate Rare. It's $150. We don't know if Arcus is even good, and it's $150. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm not seeing something with Orcus. Is Orcus still the tier 1 deck some people think it is? Or is Orcus just not that good, but somehow has high value? And because, you know, new OTs are new. You let me know in the comment section down below. And also, what's your favorite card in the OTS Tournament Pack 11? Now, before I get in, guys, so please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment down below. Let me know what your favorite card coming out in the OTS Tournament Pack 11. Is it any of these OTs or some of the super rares, or even a common? Once again, comment down below. Next up is OTS Tournament Pack 11, which Sky Striker Ace Kinda, Ultimate Rare, holding a $110 market price. You know that card that most of your players play one of, that play strikers in case they go at the end of time and they want to gain life real quickly to not lose. Yeah, that card, Ultimate Rare. And then we have Potter's Eyes Ultimate Rare coming out of OTS Tournament Pack 11 with an $140 value. Now, out of those other two cards, I think Ultimate Rare Potter's Eyes is the only one that actually is kind of relevant. And even though it's $140 price point is insanely high, I still think it's kind of, you know, kind of card you're gonna want to grab. Actually, it's one of the OTs that I'm personally looking for, and most likely a lot of other Yu-Gi-Oh players are. I mean, unless we got a huge Sky Sugar base still around, or huge Orcus player base still around, which I'm not saying Orcus is dead, by the way. I think Orcus is a great deck, but is it good enough to be against tier 1? You let me know. Moving forward, Fist of the Gadgets. Coming out about next week, Fist of the Gadgets. Looking at all the values, they're out of stock in the market. Nobody's listed them yet, but it's going to be updated soon. You can basically see all the cards listed here on TCG Play for Fist of the Gadgets. Current box price is about $55, and somehow, who buys packs on TCG Play? I don't get it. Anyway, look at Fist of the Gadgets. Obviously, Fire Fist is what you really care about. Fist of the Gadgets. Cards is having high value because why won't they? Now we go to Battle here to page 1, but I'll show you real quick before I do that. 5 Finishing Tanky from Astro Pack Tournament Pack 3. Ultimate Rare is holding a $58 market price, and it's about $57, almost $58. Quickly goes up to $62 for Ultimate Rare Tankies, and Fire Fist has been proven, I think, you know, by looking over the set and looking over the combos, to be a real deal kind of deck. It's a new broken meta combo deck, and I don't know. I'm hoping there's some ways to easily stop this with the new Nibiru card coming out in the Megatons. Maybe that'll be the way to stop it. But you let me know. Do you think this guy can get around that? Also, we have, oh wait, before we get to that, also we have the other Fire Fist cards, like Brother of the Fire Fist Spirit Ultimate Rare with a $17 market price. Lightning Plates coming in roughly around $16. And if you want to grab yourself a first edition Fire Fist of the Brotherhood Bear, it's about $35 for Bear. Now, looking at other Fire Fist cards, because other ones have been going up in value, Dragon with a $17 market price is actually around $21 for unlimited near mint. First edition is also around $24. This is just hype. So if you're really excited to play Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, I would heavily pause my spending habits if I was you, because the value of Dragon will be going down. I mean, I don't think this value can stay up that high for that long. Ulti Brother of the Fire Fist Tiger King has a $12 market price, and unlimited versions are about 10s. For a first edition version of this card, let's see if TCG Play will load for us. It'd be about $22, a little more than double the price for first edition Brother of the Fire Fist Tiger King. Then we have other cards like Horse Prince with a less than $9 market price, but we're seeing it at $14. And then you got the other Fire Fist versions like Dragon, which were the Duelist League promos that had like red, purple, you know, promos you probably can't get anymore. We also have Brother of the Fire Fist Raven, another card that has a $4.50 market price, and unlimited versions are already about $6. And the weird thing about this is the secret rares. Like for the 5 is Rooster, which is almost about $5, a little higher than its 360 market price. And Brother 5 is Coyote, being a $3 price point card, but we're sitting around $4. And then you see the reprinted version doing about the same exact thing. So just looking over this 5 fist cards, once again, I don't know if this is going to be real value, if it's going to be long-lasting value, and I really don't know if Fire Fist is going to be one of the best decks in the meta. Looking at a couple of videos for the other day, the deck definitely looked like it had a lot of crazy combos, and then they need to give a lot of resources. Unlike combo decks today, where you're going to do a combo, but you have to give almost all your resources, and if Nibiru drops on you, you basically lose, or you burn through 10, 11, 12 extra deck cards and get super polyed. The 5 fist combo requires very few cards to do a crazy huge combo, and once again, I'm pretty sure that that's pretty good. Only you let me know in the comment section down below. Moving forward, guys, Rokket Revolt structure comes out today in certain places. Some other places gotta wait a little bit, but looking at it, it's about $10 in the marketplace. Rokket Tracer obviously being the heavily wanted card. You also have Absoluter Dragon that kind of plays it as well. These are all at once, by the way. The cool thing is if you're looking to play Dragon Spit, you only need one of these, which is kind of awesome. Unless you're trying to buy the core and you don't have any of the Rokket cores, and you might want to buy multiple of these to grab them. It also comes with common Twin Twisters and Joel Burst Dragon and Borlo Dragon. Just a really good overall starter deck for a structure deck for Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. Once again, I definitely recommend picking one of these up. Dragon Spit, for the most part, is a relatively cheap deck if you have a couple of component pieces. And let's go over them in this video. Like, you know, Carbon-Geddon, a card of which you need one of if you're looking to play the American version of Dragon Spit, which runs a little bit of a dinosaur mini engine. Carbon-Geddon has a $5 market price, and light plate version is roughly around the same price as the actual market price. So it's just basically stabilizing as a one of needed card. Then you have Alexandrite Dragon, a card which we see sometimes at 1, sometimes at 2, and even at 3 in certain builds. Well, if you want an Alexandrite Dragon, ultra rare, it has a $3.50 market price, but it's all bought out. It's actually at $9, and the next one after that is $15 for this ultra rare promo version of this common card. It's insane, actually. You also have the Photon Shockwave super rare, which is not bought out, actually. I mean, there's a good amount of them left in the market. You got light plate precision for about $2, $2.50 for the super rare version. So for ultra rare, it's bought out, but super rare isn't. It makes no sense. It makes even less sense when you think about how Alexandrite Dragon was reprinted in a bunch of decks. Like, seriously, a lot of decks. And it's very easily accessible for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players who want this. Also, you're going to want to grab your Tenai Spirits Ad Horror, which came out recently in Rising Rampage. With a $2 market price, we're actually seeing it around $2. When Rising Rampage first came out, I'm not sure, I think it was this one, or I could be wrong, maybe it was another Tenai Spirit or Tenai, but the value got spiked, and the card got bought out, and went up to like $4 to $5. And back then I told you, I said, listen, just wait, calm down. The value of Tenai Spirit Ad Horror is going to drop down with Rising Rampage being cracked open more and more. And we're seeing it at $2, which is still relatively high, to be honest with you, as Rising Rampage is still being cracked open. As Yu-Gi-Oh players are playing the Appaloosa Lottery, which was last week $350, a couple of days ago it was $400. We got one over here at $420, and after that one's gone, it's up to $480 for Prismatic Secret Rare Appaloosa Boulder Gods. This card literally costs the price of a deck for Prismatic Secret Rare. Marine Test Seahorse is actually stabilizing around 195, and everything else for the most part, prismatic-wise, is stabilizing except Appaloosa. Then we have Quick Launch. Once again, Quick Launch came out in the Structure Deck Rokket Revolt, and some of these cards I'll mention have also came out in Structure Deck Rokket Revolt. If you want a 2018 Megatins Quick Launch Secret Rare, it's at $4, but if you want to grab yourself an original print Circuit Break Quick Launch with a $5.50 market price, unlimited versions will match you roughly around 7s, but when you get a first edition near mint, you're looking at you're looking at around $7 for that, which is almost near $8 for this card. Which is kind of crazy, really think about it. Like, the value difference between Secret Rare, Original Print, Secret Rare Tin, and then Common is just pretty crazy. And then you got War Child's Guard Dragon, a card which came out in the 2018 Mega Tins. It's about $2. You got, once again, a Common in the Structure Deck, less than $1. But if you want the Original Print version with a $1.76 market price, it's not going to really cost you that much. What is it, like less than $2 for Original Print World Chalice Guard Dragon? And then you have Soul Evening Overraptor. that's going to cost you. This card only came out in Structure Down to Matches Fury almost about 2 years ago, actually, having a $6 market price. We're actually seeing the card quickly go up to near $7. And when I mean quickly, after that it hits 7, it'll quickly go over to $8 for this card. So hopefully you still have your Soul Eating Oviraptors lying around somewhere. The cards are 3 of needed in the deck if you're looking to play, once again, the American version of Dragon Spit. And then we have Fossil Dig, a card which is another 3 of, which came on OTS Tournament Pack 7, which is, by the way, the same OTS Tournament Pack that has Destruda, a card you're also going to need. The shows are 1 of, though, so it's a 1 of. Its price point almost near $9, which is a little higher than its $8.50 market price. There's a bunch of rare versions that I don't think are too high. Let's see, the rare versions are about $2 to $3 for rare Destrudas, but if you want to, once again, get the super rare version, it's going to run you a little bit more money. Anyway, going back to Fossil Dig, it's about $7, higher than a $6 market price for the super rare. If you have the Duelist League promos, they really get sporadic with Duelist League promos. I mean, one over here is like around 5s, and then you got another one over here around, like, you know, same thing, 5s, and another one around 5s, and reds around 4s. I don't know, the value's all over the place. Like, I checked this the other day, and one of them was like $1, near mint $1. And then I saw another one just all over. Like the prices of Fossil Dig with the rare Duelist League promos all over the place. And I think it is with all like Duelist League promos. I think I need to do like a Duelist League promo market watch. The only problem is it's the Mad Hatter market watch, in which values are just all over the place for just weird reasons. But once I look at that Fossil Dig came out super rare, that's the price point. And if you want other versions, it did come common all over the place once again, so it'll be a lot easier for you to get if you want to grab the common ones or the super rare, depending which version you want. Another card that you definitely need is Borreload Savage Dragon. Now, you can substitute some of these cards out for the cards that aren't as expensive, but to be honest with you, Borreload Savage Dragon is definitely the ideal card you want to grab for Dragon Spit. Coming out in Savage Strike having a $31 market price, looking at the value of this card, it's actually around $29, a little bit lower for the Unlimited. First edition, though, it's going to be roughly around almost near $32, which is roughly around its market price for Borreload Savage Dragon. It's definitely a one-of card. And it's really weird to see this card at this price point. When the card first came out, it actually drastically dropped down to $15, hovered for a while. Then when you started hearing about Dragon Spit, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players quickly went in on this card, and that's why we're seeing the card at its current price point. Then we have Dragon Shrine. Coming out of Legendary Collection Kaiba as a secret rare, this card's holding a $5 market price. Now, you also got the super rares, which is about $2. You got a bunch of common versions of the card as well. I mean, a lot of common versions of the card, actually. But yeah, look at that Dragon Shrine secret rare. It's about $5 in case you want this. I'm not sure how many the deck plays. Some play 2, I think, or 3. Maybe like 1 or 2, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe if you want to play 3, I guess, but 1 or 2 I think is the ideal ratio. I saw like 1 bill with 3. I should really mention. Okay, looking at World Legacy Guard Dragon, another card in Savage Strike. Notice a little bit of a weird trend. The value from Savage Strike. The set that hasn't got reprinted is Savage Strike, Dragon Spit, Savage Strike. I don't know, just kinds of thing. Looking at World Legacy Guard Dragon, this card's a 2 to 3 of in the build, and it's roughly around $12 on the market price. For Unlimited, it's around $11, and First Edition is roughly around $11 as well. I'm not gonna say this card's cooling down, because to be honest with you, in order for a card to cool down, it actually has to cool down in value, and this card value is just stable. It really is. Looking at World Legacy Guard Dragon, when it first came out, Savage Strike was a $3 to $4 card. And I kept saying how I think this card was going to be good back then because of the, Guard Dragons and just pure build at the time when they had Crystal Needle Fiber. It just worked really good for the deck. Since we don't have Crystal Needle Fiber, we just waited eventually until Guard Dragons got the Rokket Revolt structure deck and combined with that to make Dragon Spit, what you currently have right now. We also have World Legacy Succession, which we definitely know is going to get a reprint in the Megatins. Looking at World Legacy Succession coming out of Flash of Destruction, having a $12 market price, the value is still roughly around $10.50 for this card. The crazy thing about this card is it may be a one-of in Dragon Spit. It may be a tech choice in the deck, so you might want to grab this card. The problem is, once again, you're grabbing this card, you're paying $10.50, and then month comes, Megatin drops, and then the value drops to this card. So you pay a lot now. Is it worth it? It's up to you. How badly do you want to win locals, I guess? Look at Land Fornicus. The value of this card, like 60 cents, came out of Structure Deck Power Code Link, and its value stabilizing. Now, to be honest with you, Dragon Spit does run this card. but I don't like this card. I'd rather you grab something like Cyframe Lord Lamba. I think this card's infinitely better. It's literally the same exact thing as Lamphornicus. The only thing is Cyframe Lord Lamba needs 2 monsters except tokens, whereas Lamphornicus needs 2 monsters. Lamphornicus also has so much attack, and Cyframe Lord Lamba has 1700 attack. That's the only main difference. Oh yeah, Cyframe Lord Lamba has a monster effect, so that's also a little bit useful as well. They're both light monsters, both pointing bottom left, bottom right. They're almost exactly the same, except Lamba is $6, where Lamphornicus is $1 to $2. Seriously, spend an extra couple of dollars, get the right card now, instead of get the wrong card now, and then pay extra for the right card later. Just don't do it. Don't push yourself through that. Another card that I'm actually kind of interested in wondering why this card isn't going up higher in value is FA Dawn Dragster. Now, I don't know if this card's going to reprint and make it. I actually didn't check to be 100% out to you guys. But the card has a $1.25 market price. And we're seeing roughly around $2, almoed $2 for FA Dawn Dragster. Another card that's used in Dragon Spit. And we've seen this card before. It was actually used in Pendulum Magicians and still is used in Pendulum Magicians. So, yeah, I'm really interested to know what's happening with this card. Is it getting a rarity bump anytime soon, or what's going on? Because it's rare right now. It came out of Flames of Destruction, and I'm not too crazy playing regular rare cards when there could be like an ultra reprint version that's out or coming out. So, you guys let me know what you think about that. Then we have Chaos Dragon Levy in here. Now, looking at all the Dragon Spit decks I looked at today, and I looked at a good amount of them online, I think I found one that ran one Chaos Dragon Levy in here. And when we look at the OCG, they run a whole different gamut of numbers. They run 1, 2, or 3, all over the place. And there are decks that do run 0 Chaos Dragon Levy in here. I want to emphasize that as well. But it's definitely a card you might want to consider if you're looking to play Dragon Spit. Chaos Dragon Levy in here has a $31 market price. And Light You Play Unlimited is actually standing roughly around 40 near mint, same thing. It's around $40. It's hype because we know Chaos Dragon Levy in here is almost 99.999% sure not going to get a reprint in the Mega 10. So that's why everyone's looking at this card like, oh, do I get this card? Do I not get this card? I mean, other combo decks are playing this card. Crusader Guard Dragons is definitely playing this card at 3. Some kids are playing 2. A majority of decks are playing 3 of Chaos Dragon Levy in here. And it's a broken card. A card that can take a it's a card that literally hits board, takes a card in your opponent's hand, and then you overlay it to make more crazy combos in a combo-centric deck. Also, another card you're going to want to grab is Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Now, the highest version on the TCG player is the Shonen Jump Magazine promos, which is holding a $19 market price. But when we look over here, it's actually around $15 to $16 for the Shonen Jump Magazine promo version. And the reason why is because there's multiple high-value versions of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, a card which is at 1. So there's no rush to get multiple of these because you can't. You only can play 1, so that's why the value is kind of not going up so high. I mean, you can look at the Legend Collection 4 Joy's World version, which has a $15 market price for the Secret version of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and Light You Play First Edition is actually about $13. See it over here, $13. But after that one's gone, it does hit about $16 for the Secret version of this card. Then you have Duel Saga, which is holding a $7 market price for this card. And then when we look over here to the actual price point, it's around $7 as well, just kind of stabilizing. My favorite version of the card is the Duel Terminal 4 version of every buys with Duel Terminals. I love Duel Terminal cards. And looking at Duel Terminal 4, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, it's holding a $5.42 market price, and the actual price point is around $5. Then again, if you want the super rares, they're all over the place. They're about $4, and if you just want to spend, less money, you got $2 for commons, and you got commons from the Structure Deck Dragons Collide, and commons from the Structure Deck Rise of the Two Dragons. They're both about like $2 each. The main card for Dragon Spit is Ib, the World Challenger card. I mean, this is the card you need if you're looking to play Dragon Spit. Without this card, you just cannot play the deck. Looking at the price point of the card, the price point is currently $12.40, and that's where it is for Unlimited, $12.40. First is also a little under $13 for Ib, the World Challenger card. It's once again, it's only one of, and I think that's something that makes Dragon Spit really unique. Unlike combo-centric decks like Crusader Guard Dragons, which has 3 of on top of 3 of on top of 3 of on top of 3 of, with the danger of some of the 2 ofs, Dragon Spit utilizes a lot of 1 of cards. In fact, the only card I'm seeing that's a major 3 of is the dinosaur card. Where is it? Soul Eating Oviraptor. He's a 3 of, along with Fossil Deck, which is a 3 of. I mean, there might be other cards I might be missing out on, but looking at Dragon Spit right now, it's probably the cheapest combo deck that's really good right now. And if you buy 3 of the Structure Deck Rokket Revolts, you have a majority of the combo deck, missing a couple of pieces, which I listed here in today's Market Watch. Go online, look up deck profiles, look all over the place. But Dragon Spit's looking to be a really interesting deck. I'm not sure if it's going to be the next major combo deck. I still think, personally, Crusadia, Danger, Thunder Dragons, Guard Dragons is the best build, best version, the most better version to go second and still break a combo deck's board and then make their own combo on top of the board. I think that deck does it the best. But I will say Dragon Spit is definitely a deck you have to respect. Dragon Spit is also a deck that is relatively cheap, so you can play Star 1, play combo, don't want to spend a ton of money currently. And why would they want to spend it with the Megatons getting reprinted? They're going to look towards Dragon Spit as the answer. And to be honest with you, it's not that bad of a deck. It could put 3 to 4 negates on relatively easily after eating through hand trap, through hand trap, through hand trap. So once again, guys, I want to know what your opinion on this deck is. What do you think about Dragon Spit? Do you think it's going to be the best deck in the meta? Do you think, looking at Fire Fist, are they going to be the best deck in the meta when they get the new support for that deck coming out next week in the set that's named with gadgets? But anyway, what do you think is going to be the best deck in the meta moving forward, looking at these two mammoth looking like decks? And tell me, if you think these decks aren't as good as decks that you might be playing, comment them down below. I'd love to know. I read every single one of your comments, and I want to know what you guys are thinking. What are you playing right now to battle these two decks? It's your boy V, and you Paisanos, you Paisanos have a great day.